Have you ever got a word from God that really spoke to your heart and you knew God was guiding you, but then a few days or even months later, you forgot all about it? When God gives you a word, it is an invitation to lean in, to come closer, to dig deeper, and to take a step of faith. Well, if there was an easy way to hide that word from God deep into your heart so that it was constantly guiding you and nurturing your soul. Stay tuned, my friend, because that is exactly what I'm going to show you in today's tutorial. Hi, I'm JoDitt Williams with JoDitt Designs and the founder of Fruitful Creativity. Today, we will discover how transforming words into visual art can deepen your connection with God and enhance your creative spiritual journey. By turning simple words into beautiful illustrations, you invite them to dwell not just in your mind, but also in your heart and in your soul. I have learned that visualization is a powerful tool for spiritual growth. When we take a word, be it from scripture or from our personal talks with God, and turn it into a visual representation, we open ourselves up to new insights and understanding. This process allows us to meditate on its meaning more deeply, fostering a closer relationship with God. Visualization helps bridge the gap between head knowledge and heart knowledge, embedding spiritual truths within us. Today I'm going to demonstrate for you how I do this myself. And this is one of the things that I do with my word of the year, or maybe just a Kairos word, a word that I know that God has spoken to me for a certain season. I'm going to give you some tutorials and demonstrations of how you can do that with a few different words to get your creativity juices flowing and your imagination opening up into how you can do this for your words. Let's start out with this word that God really impressed upon me and is going to be part of my word of the year, and that is alive. And the way he gave that to me, it was like something was coming alive in a new way. And so the way that I'm going to make that more visual, to turn it into a picture, is first I'm going to write the word alive. And then I'm going to go over here and I'm going to start adding leaves. Because if something is alive, it's growing. And like a plant that has leaves, can add some over here. I'm going to go ahead and extend that out a little bit. Do a few more. And I'm going to go ahead and continue and alternate sides. That's kind of how a plant does. It's got leaves on both sides. And then for the eye over here, going to make a little flower. Now, doesn't that give you the feeling of something being alive? Now once I've done that, and because it's two things. First is the doing of it. So it's like kinesthetic. If you're a kinesthetic learner, you learn by doing things with your hands. And then also visual. So once I've done that, then I can see, and I can see this picture, and that gets into my subconscious and into my heart much more easily than just the word itself. If I just have the word alive, just like that. But once I have this picture here, then that is going to be with me, and I think it's going to come up a lot more in just my everyday life. I can remember it and have that guiding me a lot better and not be forgetting it. Okay, let's move on to another word. Okay, the next word I'm going to do is related to this one, and that is the word growing. Like I said, if I think if something is alive, it's growing. So let's make a picture for growing. And I'm going to change pins here because this one I have the round so that I was able to get these heavier downstrokes. So if you're using just a pin, you can use it like a brush pen for that kind of thing. I'm going to switch to monoline. So this is just like your regular pen, like a marker, a fine tip pen or something like that. So I'm going to do this using all capital letters, and I'm going to start small, and then each one, and I might even do some lines here that I can erase later. So if you're using paper and pen, you can do this in pencil. What I'm going to do is go to another layer here, and I'm going to, let's see, I'm on size 5.5. I'm going to take that down a little bit and make my lines. If I hold that, it'll make it straight like that. And then I'm going to go back to this layer to do my writing. So I'm going to start here with, and then each letter gets a little bit bigger, a little bit bigger. And we could use that for grow or growing. And then I can just turn you can erase the lines. I just erase mine real quickly here in Procreate. And there we have growing. Isn't that fun? Okay, let's see what other words we can do. So this doesn't have to be hard. It can be something just as simple as, let's take the word loved. You want to remember that you are loved by God, and for the O, instead of an O, we're just going to make a heart. Loved. And if you wanted to, you could color in that heart, pink or red or whatever color that symbolizes loved to you. Here's another easy one. How about happy? I'm just going to write the word happy. And then I'm just going to add a smiley face. So there you go. Happy. Or we could do joy the same way. Joy. You might even do some other little fun things there. How about the word bold? That was my word of the year. Is actually audacious. One year was audacious, which a synonym of that is bold. So if it's bold, I'm going to make big, bold letters. So going to start with B here, and then I'm going to make that big, bold. I can make bold, and then we could put something inside of here. We could put bold colors inside of these here, or we could do some bold lines here. Might even increase that a bit. Make some bold lines, or maybe bold lines like this. And you could color in these in different bold colors. Let's see. This would be a bold color here. and maybe I think orange is very bold. So what if we have this combination here? I don't like that. Make it a little more bold. What about that? Those are bold colors for sure. So you can do this with just a black pen, or you can add colors as well. So these are, again, just some giving you some ideas of what you can do with your own words. So when you're wanting to make your word more visual, turned into a picture like this, you can also think about how does that word make you feel? The emotions behind it, or, just what you want to remember from that picture. So let's do the word trust. And to me, when I think of trust, when it's related to trusting in God, I can trust Him because He's with me through everything, from beginning to end. He's with me through it all. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to demonstrate that as the word picture. So I'm going to start out here, and then I'm going to have a lot of space in between each letter. Because you can have highs, you can have lows, all of the ins and outs and in betweens. God is with me through it all from beginning to end. And so I'm going to, let's make this a little bit taller. And then I'm going to take this and run it all the way and just say from the first T to the end T, because God is with me from beginning to end. So that is a picture of trust to me. Now, it might be something different to you. So see if you can make it more visual using those words for your word of the year or for your Kairos word. And besides doing that, it's a lot of fun. And when we do things that are fun, when we have positive emotional experiences with something, that also helps to really hide it into our hearts and get it into our subconscious so that it really changes the way we live our life from day to day. I also think about when I'm trusting in God, I'm leaning on Him. So another way that we could do trust is just to make it each letter leaning. So if you're, say, if you're typing, that would be like, making it italics, but we could do like that, so that all these words are leaning. Just have fun with it. I can't wait to see what you come up with for your own words. Kairos words are words of the year and how you make them visual. I would love to see your words, and I would love for you to come and join me in our Fruitful Creativity community. I would love to see your words, and I would love for you to come and join me in our Fruitful Creativity community. This is a place where Christian women can come and grow in faith and in creativity and do them together. We have a lot of fun there, and you get to post pictures of things that you're doing and get to see pictures of things that other people are doing and encourage one another. We're just having so much fun. And you can find the link to join us in the description below, and come in there and show me what you learned from this video and what you created.